This lesson is about arithmetic sequence. We see U sub n is an arithmetic sequence if and only if U sub n minus the previous term equals a constant d. D is called the common difference. This symbol means if and only if, which means U sub n is an arithmetic sequence. Then any term minus the previous term equals a constant. If any term minus its previous term is constant, then U sub n is an arithmetic sequence. The general form for arithmetic sequence, we have an explicit formula like this, recursive formula like this. Graphing calculator can graph a sequence. We put in one of arithmetic sequence 2n plus 5. From the graph, we see this is a linear function. Its domain is a natural number. When we compare y equals mx plus b to U sub n equals U sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d, then we do distributive property. You will get the n times d plus U sub 1 minus d. Then you compare. N is a variable. For a linear function, x is a variable. Therefore, d equals m. In other words, common difference equals slope in linear function. Here's the example. Determine whether each sequence is arithmetic. Then find the 10th term of each of the following sequences. First of all, we need to determine each sequence is arithmetic or not. So any term minus a previous term, you will get the constant. Then this is an arithmetic sequence. So we get the -2, -2. Here's -2. Therefore, it is an arithmetic sequence. Then use the explicit formula to figure out the 10th term. U sub 10 equals the first term plus 10 minus 1. Change every n into 10. Then times d. U sub 1, that's -9, plus 10 minus 1, d will be -2. We got -27. For number 2, consider the sequence this. Show that the sequence is an arithmetic sequence. When you see show that means proof. Use that definition. You need to prove U sub n minus the previous term equals a constant. So we get 17 minus 6 equals 28 minus 17 equals 39 minus 28 equals 11. So it is a arithmetic sequence. This is for A. For B, find the formula for its general term. General term means U sub n. For B, U sub n equals U sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. We know 11, that's d. And U sub 1, that's 6, That's u sub 1. Therefore, we got 6 plus n minus 1 times 11. Then you simplify. Distributive property, you got 6 plus 11, n minus 11. That's 11n minus 5. That's u sub n. Then find the C. Find its 50th term. Since we already got nth term, that's general form. So we got the u sub 50. Change every single n chain into 50. So 11 times 50 minus 5. So you get the 545. For D, it's 325 a member. We still use this general form. U sub n equals 11n minus 5. Suppose 325 is a member, then n must be natural number. So we plug in 325 equals 11n minus 5. We solve for that. So we add 5 both sides. We got 330 equals 11n. N equals 30. That means 325 is a member. Now for E, it's 761 a member. 761 equals 11n minus 5. We add 5 both sides. You will get 766 equals to 11n. And n equals 69.6 since it's not a natural number. Therefore, 761 is not a member. For number 4, a sequence is defined by u sub n equals 71 minus 7n over 2. Prove that the sequence is an arithmetic sequence. They give you the hint u sub n minus 1 minus u sub n. That means the next term minus u sub n. Or you can use u sub n minus previous term. We got to use this one. So we get that u sub n equals 71 minus 7n over 2. U sub n minus 1, which means we change every single n into n minus 1. Therefore, we got 71 minus 7, n minus 1 over 2. We simplify. You will get the 71 minus 7n plus 7 over 2, which means 78 minus 7n over 2. Therefore, u sub n minus the previous term, you will get 71 minus 7n over 2 minus 78 minus 7n over 2. So we put this together, we have the same denominator, 71 minus 7n. This is a negative, that means you got to change the sign, so minus 78 plus 7n. Combine like terms, you will get negative 7 over 2. Since this is a constant d, so it is an arithmetic sequence. You need to remember when you want to prove a sequence is an arithmetic sequence, you just need to do this part. The term minus previous term equals constant, and sequence is an arithmetic sequence. For B, find u sub n. U sub n means for every single n for this formula change into 1. Therefore, we got the u sub n equals 71 minus 7 times 1 over 2. you will get 32. For D, the constant number here, that's D. So D equals negative 7 over 2. Basically, we know that arithmetic sequence is a linear function. We can organize this explicit formula for arithmetic sequence. We got u sub n equals u sub 1. We do distributive property plus n times d minus d. So we get the n times d plus u sub 1 minus d. Then you compare to that y equals mx plus b. For arithmetic sequence, n will be the independent variable. For linear function, this x will be independent variable. Therefore, m equals d, and b equals first term minus a common difference. Therefore, for u sub n equals 71 minus 7n over 2, I can organize like negative 7 over 2n plus 71 over 2. Then this slope will be common difference. Now let's go to C. Find u sub 75. That means for every single n, we change into 75. 71 minus 7 times 75 over 2. You will get negative 227 will be 75's term. For D, for what value of n are terms of a sequence less than negative 200? Basically, we are looking for u sub n less than negative 200. So we get 71 minus 7n over 2 less than negative 200. First step, multiply by 2 both sides. Since this is a linear inequality, remember the rule, mommy, daddy, nanny. Multiply divided by negative number, then you switch the symbol. So we get 71 minus 7n less than negative 400. Isolate the variable on one side, so we get negative 7n less than negative 471. Then we divide by negative 7. You will get the n greater than 67.3, which means n equals 68. For arithmetic sequence, we have this formula. You can compare to point slope formula for linear function. The graphing calculator can plot a sequence. You can put in explicit formula and also recursive formula. If I want to sketch the graph of 2n plus 3, this sequence, I will get this graph. You could say this is a linear function. So when you're working on arithmetic sequence, you can consider that is a linear function. Just domain this time is a natural number. Therefore, for u sub 3 equals 41, I can get the coordinate 3, 41. For u sub 9 equals 77, I can get 9, 77. We know slope, that's D, equals. So using that slope formula, we have y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Right over 1. So we get 77 minus 41 over 9 minus 3. You will get 36 over 6 equals to 6. Then we use this point slope formula to figure out the general form for this arithmetic sequence. You can use either point. as our x1, y1. This time, the y just like u sub n minus 41 equals n minus 3 times d, that is 6. So we get n minus 3 times 6. You need to add 41 on the right side. That's u sub n equals 6n minus 18 plus 41. So we got the 6n plus 23. That's u sub n. Now let's go to B. U sub 5 equals negative 2 and u sub 12 equals negative 12.5. So we get 5, negative 2, and 12, negative 12.5. Slope, that's a common difference, equals negative 12.5 minus negative 2 over 12 minus 5. Because we are doing y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 to get the slope. So we get negative 10.5 over 7. That's negative 1.5. Then we go to use y minus y1 equals slope x minus x1 to plug in. For arithmetic sequence, this y means u sub n. This x means n. Therefore, we plug in, we got the u sub n minus negative 2 because we label this is x1, y1 equals slope, that is negative 1.5 and n minus 5. Then we do distributive property here. You get negative 1.5 n plus 7.5 minus negative, that means plus 2. So u sub n plus 2. Then we subtract 2 both sides. You will get that u sub n equals negative 1.5 n plus 5.5. That's the general form for this arithmetic sequence. For number 7, what's the first term of arithmetic sequence that is less than negative 100,000? First of all, we need to figure out the general form. We know u sub n equals u sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. From given sequence, we know u sub 1 equals negative 13, and d equals u sub 2 minus u sub 1. That is negative 36 minus negative 13. So you get negative 23. Therefore, for u sub n equals negative 13 plus n minus 1 times negative 23. Then we do distributive property. You will get negative 13 minus 23n plus 23. So we get negative 23n plus 10. This will be u sub n. We're looking for the first term less than 100,000, which means this one less than negative 100,000. Now we solve for this n. So subtract 10 both sides. You will get negative 23n less than negative 110. Then you divide by negative 23 both sides. According to mommy, daddy, nanny, you need to switch the symbol n greater than. We put into calculator, we got 4,348.26, which means n equals 4,349. This will be the solution to this problem. For number 8, insert 6 numbers between -1 and 32 so that all 8 numbers are in arithmetic sequence, which means u sub 1 equals -1 and u sub 8 equals 32. We need to figure out that d so that we can get all these 6 numbers. D basically that's a slope, so I count that's 1, -1, and 8, 32. Therefore, the slope, that's a common difference. You will get 32 minus -1 and 8 minus 1. You will get 33/7, which means from -1, you need to keep adding 33/7. This will be 26/7, 33/7, 59/7. 92/7. 125/7. Still keep adding 33/7. You will get the 4, 3, 2, 23/7. This will be 32. So 6 number will be this 6 number. For number 9, we are given the consecutive arithmetic sequence. Then you need to find this k. Here's the formula. For A, B, C are consecutive arithmetic sequence, then B equals A plus C over 2. B is called the arithmetic mean. In other words, k squared, I can write down k squared plus k plus 6 over 2. Then I need to solve for this k. Multiply by 2 both sides. You will get the 2k squared equals k squared plus k plus 6. Then this will be quadratic equation. Therefore, you need to move everything to the left side. We want to get equal to 0. So we get 2k squared minus k squared minus k minus 6. Combine like terms, we got k squared minus k minus 6 equal to 0. Factor k minus 3 times k plus 2 equal to 0. So k1 equals 3, k2 equals -2. We can plug a k to get the sequence. For k1 equals 3, we got 3, then 3 squared. 3 squared plus 6. So first the sequence will be 3, 9, and 15. For second sequence, we will get -2, -2 squared, then -2 squared plus 6. Therefore, second sequence will be -2, 4, and 10. Now look at the C. The arithmetic mean, that's 2k plus 1 equals k plus 1 plus 13 over 2. Still, both sides multiply by 2. You will get the k plus 14. Then we got 4k plus 2. Isolate the k on one side because this is a linear equation. 4k minus k equals 14 minus 2. 3k equals 12. K equals 4. Therefore, we got the sequence 4 plus 1. 2 times 4 plus 1, then 13. 5, 9, 13 will be the sequence.